And we initiated our composting program about 2 years ago through a grant with the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, their SWAP grant program. We decided to try something in composting. We've had the restaurant here for 5 years, and in those years we've noticed, myself, my partner, the people that work here, noticed that we wind up, unfortunately, throwing away a lot of food. And in my mind, that is, in some sense, a valuable resource, and we thought if we could capture that and reintroduce it into the world at large and make it a usable project, I think it would be a good thing, or we thought it would be a good thing. So we first discussed it, then we got into the logistics of it, which is a little bit of a challenge because you're often in a restaurant in a very fast-paced environment, and doing something like that where it involves a lot of sorting and doing your job can be challenging. So our challenges were setting up a dump station that allowed people to easily sort the compostables and non-compostables. We have out back our dumpster enclosure, and we need to expand that to accommodate specified or designated composting bins. And in doing so, the biggest problem was making enough space so you could easily do it because you're holding plates, you need to set them down, you need to sort out the compostables and non-compostables. We did that by expanding our landing station. And then also, on the other end, we looked at what we were putting on the table, and we attempted to minimize the number of non-compostables that go into the waste stream. And we've chosen to use all reusable tableware. So we have plates, and here we see someone in the process of sorting. We have porcelain plates, metal silverware. With the few things that we do not compost are straws, obviously, and then we have little jelly packets for our toast, and I think that's really essentially it. So the ongoing process is, we witnessed one brief moment of it, is the plates are cleared from the table, brought back to the dump station, and put in the appropriate receptacle. So you need special bags. They are compostable bags, which are fractionally but not terribly more expensive than regular garbage bags. And then the non-compostables, which go into a regular garbage can, regular trash bag. At the end of a shift, when we need to take the garbage out, the garbage is tied off out to the back and placed in the appropriate receptacle. So we've done this now for over 2 years. And we've also, one of the critical resources we had access to here in Iowa City was our recycling center. And there's one individual there, I don't know if I should name her, Jen Jordan, who's been fantastic. She's really been helpful in instituting and keeping the program in place. And she's provided feedback. We found certain items that aren't compostable that we thought were compostable. For example, the wax milk cartons, which we thought we could compost, but it turns out you can't. They don't degrade, sadly. And so that has proven, our local community has proven an invaluable resource. Why we did it is, I think it's a small thing, but it's a valuable thing, and I think if we're really going to be custodians in our planet, and I'm speaking very grandly, of course, I think we all need to take steps that aren't always the easiest thing to do, but are important to do. And if you can get those instituted, it sort of changes the mindset, and people are more willing to participate in a program like that, and perhaps that percolates or filters out into life on a grander scale, who knows, but it's something that's achievable. And the expense, while it is a little more expensive, you're talking probably 5 to 10% more expensive than a standard disposal program. We are fortunate enough to be able to afford that, and I think 5 to 10% for a program like that, which isn't a terribly expensive program anyway, is very much an achievable monetary figure. And we plan on doing that for the foreseeable future. We've met with some success. I think the community appreciates that we're trying to do something. We've spoken with other restaurants, and I think we have, to date, we have 2, maybe 3 or 4 other restaurants that are slowly moving into a composting program. And I think that's the beauty of a situation like that is if you start, it's successful, other people see that you're successful, it's not necessarily easily done, but it's certainly doable. And one or two more programs started, 2 or 3, and then at some point maybe you reach critical mass and most everyone, if not everyone, is doing it. And that is, in a nutshell, our composting program. Thank you.